Hello there, I'm Jim Glover, that branding guy for Once a Day Marketing, and we're continuing our series today on pricing strategies. In yesterday's video we talked about 4 pricing strategies, which was penetration, skimming, competition, and product line. We've got 4 new ones for you today. When I was first learning about pricing, it really wasn't seen as a marketing ploy. We'd be looking at something called cost plus, and you'd use financial and accounting skills to determine what the actual cost was, the fixed cost, the variable cost, and the overhead, and then you'd add a margin. Or on the other side, there was a whole different strategy about just castles in the air pricing, and that just really said charge whatever the market will bear. But it really is based on how unique your product is and what your competition is doing, and those factors come to play when you are looking at pricing strategies. There are 4 pricing strategies I wanted to share with you today. The first is called bundle, and that's where you take a bunch of products and you bundle them together and they're all at a low price. Think about a supermarket. They do this all the time. When you see the ads, they bundled maybe house cleaning products or vegetables together, and they're all at a low price. So they want you to come in and clean them out because of that. Next is called psychological pricing. What psychological pricing is actually determining a price that will be seen as favorable in the eyes of your customer. What would you rather buy? A $1 order of French fries from McDonald's or a 99 cents? The actual difference isn't very much, but psychologically there is a lot of difference there. Next is called premium. This is where you establish a high price because you want to create a high perceived value for your product. And it's interesting, some people will gravitate to a high price because they really think they're getting a lot more for their money. And the last is optional pricing, and that's when you go to, for instance, your car dealer. And what happens? They've got the base model, and then they say, oh, well, there's lots of options. I always joke, would you like tires with that? Do you want a windshield? But they're adding on the stereo and the leather seats and so forth. So they're giving you the option to add more product for a higher price to what you're already buying. There are many pricing strategies out there. What you have to do is figure out what really works best for your product and your market. And different targets, you might try different pricing strategies. And it's interesting to think about pricing because of all the other 7 P's, those cost you something. But pricing is what drives your revenue and eventually your profit. So thinking through the process of pricing and how that will impact your customers is a very important thing to do. That concludes our series on pricing, and hopefully one of those pricing strategies will work well for your company. If you need branding support, please contact me to discuss an online or face-to-face service engagement. You can find my contact information at the end of this video. I'm Jim Glover, that branding guy for Once a Day Marketing, and we'll see you next time.